Hi everyone. I am so happy you are here with me today. We are going to practice English in a fun and powerful way. Today, I will tell you a beautiful story called The Lost Phone. It is about a young woman who moves to a big city, loses her phone, and finds something even more special. You can use the shadowing technique to practice your English with this story. Here is how it works. First, listen to me read each sentence. Then, repeat after me. Copy my tone, speed, and pronunciation like a shadow. Are you ready? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon. Let's begin the story. My name is Emma. I am 25 years old. I just moved to a big city far from my home. Everything here feels fast and loud. The buildings are so tall. The streets are full of people. But even in this crowd, I feel alone. I came here to start a new job. It is my first real job. I want to do well. I want to make my family proud. Every morning, I check my phone. I read messages from my mom. I look at photos of my little brother. I use maps to find my office. My phone is like my guide. Without it, I feel lost. One morning, I woke up early. I sat on my small bed and looked out the window. The sky was gray. I felt a little scared. I practiced my introduction in a small voice. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm here for the graphic design job. I said it again and again. But my hands were still shaking. I tried to call my mom. But the signal was bad. Her face froze on the screen. I felt a heavy feeling in my chest. I wanted to go home. After breakfast, I packed my bag. I took my wallet, a notebook, and my phone. I walked to the subway station. People were rushing everywhere. No one looked at me. No one smiled. I sat on the train. I held my phone in my hand. I checked the map again. 3 more stops, I thought. I looked out the window. I tried to breathe slowly. When the train stopped, I stood up quickly. I grabbed my bag and walked out. The doors closed behind me. Suddenly, my heart jumped. I looked at my hand. My phone was not there. I turned around fast. The train was already leaving the station. My face felt hot. I felt panic in my chest. My phone. Where is my phone? I looked everywhere. It was gone. My phone was on that train. And I was here. I walked to the station counter. Excuse me, I lost my phone. It was on the train. Can you help me? The man looked bored. Try lost and found, he said. He did not even look at me again. I stood there, not sure what to do. I felt small. I felt invisible. Then, a kind woman walked over. She said, "Do you want to use my phone?" I nodded. "Thank you," I whispered. I dialed my own number. Please pick up, I thought. The call rang and rang. No answer. I left a message. Hi, if you find this phone, please, I really need it. I am new here. I don't know anyone. Please call me back. I gave the phone back to the woman. Thank you so much, I said. She smiled kindly. I walked to a bench. I sat down. My hands were cold. My heart was beating fast. What do I do now? How will I find my job? How will I call my family? On the train, there was a young man named Liam. He was sitting quietly. He saw something under the seat. He picked it up. It was my phone. He looked at it. It was locked. There was no way to know who it belonged to. Liam thought for a moment. He remembered when he was new in the city. He remembered feeling lost and scared. Someone had helped him once. He took out a small notebook. He wrote a note. If you need help, come to the cafe on 9th Street. Liam. He went back to my station. He placed my phone and the note on a clean bench. Then he left. That night, I sat alone in my room. I opened my old laptop. I looked at photos of my family. My mom hugging me. My little brother with his big smile. I felt a tear on my cheek. I typed in my journal. I feel invisible. The next morning, I walked back to the station. My heart was beating fast. Please be there, I prayed. I looked around. And then I saw it. My phone. And a small piece of paper. I picked them up with shaking hands. I read the note again and again. A stranger cared enough to help me. Maybe I was not so alone after all. I held the note in my hand. I walked to the cafe on 9th Street. I stood outside the door. I felt nervous. Should I go inside? I closed my eyes. I took a deep breath. Then I opened the door. Liam was sitting at a table. He looked up and smiled. You must be Emma, he said. Thank you, I said. You don't know how much this means to me. Actually, I think I do, he said. We sat together. We talked for a long time. I told him how scared I felt. How lost I was. How much I missed my family. Liam nodded. I understand, he said. When I moved here, I felt the same. Even going to the grocery store was hard. I smiled. For the first time, I felt calm. After that day, everything started to change. I went to my new job. I felt more confident. I used my phone to help me with work. I met my coworkers. They were kind. Liam and I became good friends. Sometimes we met at the cafe. We talked about books and dreams. I taped his note to my fridge. It reminded me that people can be kind. That help can come from strangers. One morning, my phone beeped. It was a message from Liam. Good luck today, Emma, it said. I smiled. I felt strong. I felt ready. Sometimes, when you lose something, you find something even better. You find kindness. You find hope. You find a friend. And that is the end of our story, The Lost Phone. Wasn't it beautiful? We saw how losing something can feel scary. but sometimes it helps us find something special. I hope you enjoyed practicing English with me today. Remember, the more you listen and repeat, the more confident you will become. Keep using the shadowing technique every day. Even 10 minutes can make a big difference. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you never miss another story. Thank you for learning with me. See you next time.